Good morning to all traders. What an interesting day yesterday. We saw dollar fully reversing all Thursday's losses as Britain's window to the 29th of March deadline is getting tighter and tighter. The pound fell some 1% as May got nothing back from Brussels but pressure. That dragged down the euro and also allowed the dollar, of course, to get back on track. My name is Stavros and this is our daily market insights video. It is Friday today. Apart from a series of PMIs coming out from Europe, we expect Canadian retail sales, US home sales, and of course to see some end-of-week flows kicking in because it's the end of the week. Note that losses can exceed profits, and none of the recommendations here, of course, constitute investment advice. Let's jump quickly on the charts. We are on euro-dollar daily. We've seen prices moving still within the boundaries of this triangle, okay? We could complete an ABCDE pattern right here where this is a false break and prices now from here move all the way down. Is this the case? We get some supportive signals from both MACD and RSI, while at the same time the MACD line still remains negative. Let's go quickly on the 4-hour chart. So we did see prices breaking above the outside this trend line, and that could simply end to be a false break. We are completing the impulse wave that we're expecting to complete even a few days ago when we said about this last wave 5. That we were expecting it to go around 114. It moved a little bit higher on the back of the FOMC, but that's not any sign that should keep us far from our original direction. We do see that now. It could be a false break. It could be also a very good rejection at this strong resistance. We receive also on the 4-hour some very good signs that support bears, and from here we could see prices moving lower down to 113. Now if we go a little bit lower on the 1-hour chart, we can see some further clues. Okay, so impulse wave up to 114.40 and then an ABC correction could be expected. Since we completed wave A down at this previous support level, we could see prices moving a little bit higher around the 50 Fibonacci retracement of this corrective move around 114, which is a very good psychological level. And from here, we can expect prices to move lower, maybe not break below this level today. We might see prices moving in a range, but I wouldn't be expecting much for the day unless, of course, if we see some very strong flows kicking in. I get some bearish divergence here, hidden divergence, which has helped prices move a little bit higher. Now, if they're going to move up to the 50 Fibonacci, 61 Fibonacci, 71 Fibonacci, we don't know, but this is supported and it could see an end very, very soon. Now, when I jump quickly down on the pound, on the daily chart, we see prices still move within this sort of ascending channel. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see something like this. Prices could be maintained around within this triangle pattern, or we could see prices moving all the way down to that level. Now, we get some bullish signals over here that has helped prices move higher. Now, what I would prefer to see for a deeper correction and a bullish hidden divergence to come in right at this level, which is around 130. Now, on the longer term, prices look a little bit more bullish, as I have been insisting over the past few sessions that I talked about the pound. So down on the 4-hour chart, again, we see some bullish signals coming in. We see prices have failed to deliver this 5th wave, so that is a failure here. And from here, we could see an ABC correction, which is like a double wave to the downside. And according to the extensions, We could even go to 130 or even lower to 129, maybe 128 for a double WXY pattern to be completed. Now, in case prices move down here, of course, I would prefer to start seeing some bullish hidden divergence signals popping up down here on the RSI and MACD. Of course, further clues are necessary. We can't really make assumptions on that end unless if we see prices moving towards a direction or not. We talked about this last time, an ABCDE pattern, which has failed us because prices moved lower. We saw a correction up to this level, and then we saw prices moving lower. Now, as we are on the 1 hour chart, we see some sort of bullish divergence, and that has helped prices move above this trend line. That cannot be considered a false break or a rejection until we see further clues. So if prices move above that trend line, we can expect it to go up to 132,200, 132,800, where we can expect a rejection maybe here. If we see that happening, of course, then prices all the way down, and from here we're looking for buyers to step in. In case that failed, which is more probable, we could expect prices to see a rejection here and moving lower down to that level before we see bulls start stepping in. That would, of course, support the bullish scenario that we have been talking about over the past few sessions. So I will pay attention to end of week flows as well as what happening with the Brexit, because it's Friday today. Yesterday we had some news coming out. We can expect something to again pop out on the news wires today. Thank you very much for watching our daily video. Do feel free to subscribe to our channel, stay updated about the markets, and don't forget that you can visit our blog, because this is where we cover all the latest news. We publish trading ideas, and of course is the place where we provide you all the necessary tools serving you responsibly. Have a nice weekend.